Sudden fall here with a guide for Chromagun. So the first thing you want to do is jump in the elevator with A. The controls basically are LT to zoom, the Windows button, you hold that to restart, the burger button to pause, RT to shoot the color you're on, because there's going to be 3 different colors, and RB and LB to switch between those colors. Y for yellow, B for red, X for blue. You look with the right stick and walk with the left stick, or the D-pad.
Who would have given you that idea?
But jumping in the elevator will get you your first achievement.
Make your way down the corridor.
And then we just have to walk through this part.
Note that the exit is the part of the wall that looks different from the other part.
Just let me change something in the settings. I don't like the motion blur.
So the wall. Also it says it. Sensational! Please pick up the semi-automatic nano-acrylic projectile firearm right in front.
Now we get our gun, so we just have to shoot that bot.
Chromagun, patent pending, that you've heard so much about.
And shoot this one.
Okay, of course you haven't heard about it. We here at Chromatech know how to keep.
And then we have to shoot the wall.
So should you. Now,
we have to shoot that one, and then we have to, once I show you this achievement, then we have to shoot the wall. It's
then
this side.
exit the room using the room exiting technique you've learned in the previous room.
And that's the level. These first few levels only require yellow.
Sensational!
So we have to shoot this wall,
the exit again.
and then the wall over here.
Necessary skills to complete this simple exercise.
For this one, if you shoot the wall, you can actually race and beat it. If you miss, you'll have to shoot the other wall to move it, but if you race and beat it, you don't have to. Saves you some time.
The paint the Chromagun fires is a specially developed blend of partially semi-lethal, dangerously radioactive isotopes, and will paint any surface not designed not to be.
For this one, we have to color all of them. Move this one over here to the left. And then we can color this wall. Once we color the last spot. And that will move them all so we can go through the door.
Please find and subsequently.
With these pads, you have to have the bots on them.
Sensational. Please
go over here. You just shoot it.
Continued opening of the exit door.
This will get you open sesame. Opening a door with a trigger.
Sensational. You have successfully understood the correlation between triggers and worker droids.
Some you can open the door and then shoot through like this. And that'll activate other doors close by.
% of test monkeys. The attraction that Chromagun's paint generates is based on a very complex set of mathematical vector operations. So instead of not understanding me explaining it to you, try it out.
Sometimes shooting walls like that is how you solve it, because it will be put in the middle placement. Don't forget to shoot cameras, because we don't want to be watched. For this one, you have to shoot all the ones that I'm shooting, and that'll place it directly in the middle.
It is worth noting that unlike the ones you've encountered in the previous rooms, the worker droids in this next room are not deactivated.
Shoot the camera because we don't like to be watched.
Much like you and me, they do not take kindly to being shot at with paint pellets. Please do not disturb them.
So for this one,
we've
got to get the worker droid to come over to where we've marked. And when you shoot a worker droid, they follow you. as you can see.
The Chromagun's paint can be mixed on canvas. If you remember
This is
your time
teaching
in
you about the
kindergarten,
different colors that you
part
can
should
make.
be easy. If you don't remember or you never actually went to kindergarten, you may attend the Chromatech seminar on subtractive color mixing for preschoolers at the end of the test.
Now we have the X,
To
Y,
continue the test,
B thing I was
please
talking
acquire
about.
the upgraded tri-colored Chromagun.
So we
As
want yellow,
without it,
so we
you would
stay
not
on
be able
Y.
to solve the subsequent rooms.
We
and
want blue, so we go to
eventually
X.
succumb to hunger.
And we want red, so we go to B. It's a pretty good control scheme and easy enough to remember. So you want to make it orange. Then we want to make purple on the wall. Then we make green. Turn red into orange. It'll follow us until we get close to the orange. Then we make this one purple. And then we make the wall green. You can shoot these if you want to color them, just for a bit of fun, but the exit's right here. We have to make a purple wall, a green, an orange, and a blue. Now we have to get the red back, so just change the color of the wall. Doesn't matter what to. The worker droid will come over. And once close enough to the red, it'll activate that platform for us, or that switch. So now we need yellow, orange, green, and purple. Now we just have to destroy this one. And now we can head through. And we have to go and collect the red worker droid again. So just make sure to shoot the wall different color. Doesn't matter what. Change the wall color of the red here so he doesn't get caught. We want to put yellow there. This will bring the yellow to the platform. Change that to orange. Change this to orange. Blue to follow us and go on the blue platform. Shoot the camera. For this one, you want to put it on this spot here. It's just under the skylight, the third one, and under the camera. Then you change the color here, change the color here, and it'll go onto the switch. Nice and simple and easy. For this one, you want to do the middle there, and then the last two here. Then you can go to the wall and change the color of that one, and change the color on the wall, and it'll be on the platform. Then we can do red. We place one here, and one here. Shoot the camera. Then one here, here, and here. The camera shooting, by the way, is just for fun. It's not for an achievement. Just thought I'd mention that. We might make all these green and shoot the camera. And then we can head back here and through the open exit door. So we want to take the blue one. To open the red switch, and then change the red one to orange, blue one to green, and then the blank one will make purple. So this one, there's a little trick to a couple of the doors. You actually don't have to use and do the whole entire puzzle. So if you angle yourself just right, you can shoot red. Then you move forward, then move back, and red will come through. We can change red to purple. And then we can get, if we angle ourselves just right, blue to do the same. We can change that to green. And then we have the blank one to turn orange. And that way we don't have to actually solve this one. You want to make sure you put yellow there so you can get red back. Be careful not to put the wrong color like I did. careful not to shoot blue. Though you can't change its colour, thankfully. We want to turn yellow to green, so we can get blue to come through. And there we go. We just completed chapter 2, so we're on to chapter 3.
To complete this next change,
For this one, you want to step onto the...
electrified maintenance tile.
Listen to
In
the
light
guy.
of recent events,
He asked so nicely.
we really feel the need.
We weren't
to
successful with the
reiterate
first one,
and
so let's jump
emphasize
and try and do it again.
The deadly.
Remember A to
in light
jump?
of recent events, we really feel the need to reiterate.
That may take
and
more than one
emphasize
attempt sometimes to get that one to pop.
The deadly electrified maintenance tiles on the floor below you. Those are called
That's what we just did. Yellow and then orange.
deadly electrified maintenance tiles for a reason.
For this one, you want to change the
Deadly. Get it in your head.
wall to orange.
Sensational. Despite being ordered towards your
Now we have to
certain
change this
death,
one to purple.
and by utilizing coherent, assess the situation to find a viable
Make sure to
solution.
avoid the
Congratulations are in
electrified
order.
field. Turn this one to blue. And now we're able to go through. I like to turn them black when I'm not using them because black you can't use at all. So that way, once I'm done using them, they're not usable again. So I won't have to worry about the work droids getting caught on them. I picked red to kill, to get blue and yellow through. Picked yellow to open the door, and then blue here. You can pick whatever color you want. So for this one you want orange here. And then change this one to blue. So that way it makes green. So this level has an interesting thing they added. You can shoot some of the floor tiles to also make blue. These things here. You'll see them those kind of cushions show up more often. They're very handy. Sometimes you have to open a door and wait for the worker droid to come out. Then we just have to make purple. Avoiding what tile doesn't get destroyed so we don't get electrocuted. Once yellow gets caught, we head back, because they got a little surprise for sudden fall, and this is why I posted it on this day, just so I can make this joke. Happy birthday to sudden fall.
Congratulations. You found the hidden... What is that? Cake? You found the hidden cake. Sensational. Seriously, who the hell left the cake in the testing area? What are we, amateur?
I posted this on Sudden Fall's birthday just so I could make that joke. Happy birthday to Sudden Fall. The cake is not a lie. For this one, it's very tricky. It might require a couple of repeats, but you got to hit this switch and then jump over to the other switch within time that it will pull the red into that room. If it doesn't happen, you have to restart, which again is just by holding in the Windows button. So for this one, we have to do something that's a little bit different than usual. So to get to this door here, we have to move the blue one over to this door here. In order to do that, you want to make sure that you have two on these walls at all times that are blue, and then we can move it over like so, changing the color so that way it'll move to the spot we want. And see how that locks it in place. Then we just move it by getting two more walls. Once it's locked in place like so, we can go on to getting the red one into position to open that door so we can get the blue one through the rest of the way. You want to place two on the front of the door and one inside the door, and then change all the colors to a different color. Then we can change this to green and it'll head to the green one. There's nothing here except a black one, which is useless. And then we can go straight through to the door. And then out the exit. Destroy our camera because we enjoy doing that. Make this one purple. Then destroy some of the walls and the camera so that it moves over to the circle more. Make sure not to hit the worker droid, but we want red to move it like this. Now we can change the worker droid to orange once it comes in here. And that's this level done. That'll be the end of chapter 3, so now we're on chapter 4. This one, it looks like a very convoluted puzzle, but there is a little trick to it. So what you want to do is make this orange. Go through the door, stand on the switch, and now we can go through. This is the easier side. This one you want to make the wall red, and this wall, then this wall, and this wall. we can destroy the old ones to get it moving. Select blue so that way you can just change it to purple when you get here. Destroy the camera. And now yellow's turn. Do the same thing, just on the opposite walls. Change it to green. Because when we're done, we have to change the worker droid to green. Now we can go through the exit and we're done.
As you have just passed the 50% mark on completion of the test, we feel it's time to reveal a sad truth. Due to a recent slightly massive drop in Chromatech stock, we will be unable to pay you at the end of the test. Compensation will be handed out in the form of cheap, homemade confetti.
And now I just put yellow there and we're done. So this is a new type of element they're going to add. So when you hit this, it will spray it and turn it back to white. So for this puzzle, you're going to see me do it twice. The first time we do this puzzle, we're actually deliberately doing it, well, technically the right way, but a wrong way, so that way we get 2 achievements out of the way. So this will send the blue thing to the switch, so that way we can go over here and do that. Then we want to move it over here to open this door. So what we're actually supposed to do is take this green one and take it back to the other area and then bring in the other one into this area, because the green one we can't make purple. The blue one we can. So we change that to green and trap it. But what we're actually gonna do, because we want to get an achievement, is just like the wall, if you mix the colors it'll turn black. We turn him black or brown as the achievement technically says, which will get you doing it wrong. This is for turning a worker droid into an unusable color, and then we can turn him purple for funsies. As you can see, we can't get the door open. They won't sit on the switch, so we let them kill us.
In light of your recent blunders,
That'll get us no hugging. Get killed by a worker droid. Now we can complete this one the right way.
that kung fu
which is
has
just by
been
putting
proven
blue
to be
there
futile
to get the
against
worker droid to
ordinary
come in,
targets.
then putting blue here, changing that to green, and then putting the two walls as blue. Then we sit on the switch, and as you can see, it goes in and sits on the switch for us. Then we put blue here, and now that it goes to the switch, we can do the next part. Destroy the camera. Then come over here, change this to green. Change this to purple. Then we just have to change the walls so that way it's in line with the thing. Just for aesthetic. I'm going to shoot it one more time even though it's on the switch. There we go. And it looks much nicer. And that's that level done. So this will be the next color green, so what you want to do is shoot this worker droid and then slowly move up to him so that way you only pull him out. And he'll go in here, lining up the next switch for us. Next color we need is orange. So we go over here, and this will activate too, unfortunately, but we can't help it. Destroy the camera. Change this guy to orange. And he'll go in here. Let the blue one keep following us. Because he'll go in here, we don't need to change his color. The next one is blue, and if this one gets caught into the blue area here, what you can do, because he will get caught in there sometimes, is you can turn him green, then turn that green, and then we're done.
Okay, so remember that drop in our stock I mentioned? It seems like we're going to have to shut this place down. And since the testing track is not strictly speaking on the up and up, or what you might know as legal, well, I don't want to bore you with legal talk. Point is, in this case, shutting this place down means burning it to the ground. So you may want to, run! Go, right!
Shoot the red on the wall to move it. Change this one to orange. Just shoot blue here, then you can move past. Blue here. There was a switch we could open. This is where you would normally do the jump today that we did at the start of the game with in the elevator. So for now, let's just look at the smoke. I think I will take a nap here. That was a good snooze. We completed chapter 4, now we're on chapter 5. So these ones are a little bit dark. And we only have that light globe that we picked up. Put the red thing on the electric thing, and they will all go over there. And we can go around these ones. Want to go this way. Making sure to avoid everything. You want to use the green, so blue and yellow, to make the match. This one we have to move over to the electric. So that way we can get through. And that's this level done.
Hello? Can you hear me? You've been out for quite some time, and I strongly suggest you get going on completing the testing track. Move!
So this one requires us to change the colors of the walls to red, and it will change the colors back to white. So it's just basically to get this red thing to go on platforms like this. With each one I picked the wrong color, the wrong wall, but that's okay. It's a simple enough puzzle. You can make mistakes and it doesn't matter on that one. So this one has a slight trick. If you change the wall there to yellow, you don't have to worry about it. When you put this on the wall, it will paint it, and you only have a limited amount of time to unpaint it, because we don't want to get the red guy caught into the electric magnetic field. So now that we changed that, we want to run in here and quickly hit red there. And then we'll hit this with red, and now run for it. The goal is to get to the door before the drone dies. This will get you an achievement. If you're successful, you will get droid love. That is how we can rescue the worker droid without actually rescuing him. We just gotta time it so that when we leave the level, he's still alive. So this one requires 4 blues to be on a platform. So you change it to blue, and then when it gets to the middle, change the worker droid itself to green. This will keep it on the platform, so we don't have to time when to do the blues. Then we just stand on the platform and let this one out by hitting just behind it with blue. That'll make it hit the switch, and we can exit. So this one you want to hit both, so that way it goes in the middle, so you can go through the door. Then when it's onto the other one from the paint turning it, so that way it goes to that one, we have to take a blue wall here. Change that to purple or orange or whatever. Blue one here, and then I'll get it through without being killed. We have to shoot behind it again. It's really hard to see, but right there, I don't know if you can still see it, but right there is green. Well, it's not green, but it's a switch, and turning it green and putting it on the switch will activate it. The blue one's on the blue switch, so now we can leave. This one's not that difficult. We just have to turn the worker droid yellow. Switch is here, so we set it up so that it's green. And then we get ready to shoot the worker droid as it comes past. Third time was the charm. And so links to this we can go through. This one's just about avoidance, really. It's a little bit complicated, but all the power droids are in their little cages, and when we put the red on the switch, it'll open all these doors. That's why I said be careful to skillfully avoid them. Once we do that, we are done with this level almost. We just have to change this to purple. And with that, we are now done. So this gets us chapter 5 done. And now we've got the lights back on, so it's awesome. Very simple one, this one. We just have to move the blue thing to toggle the switch on. Very carefully so that we don't put it in the electric field, of course. Now for this last bit, you can't see it, but the actual other thing you gotta shoot is just here, and that'll put it in place. Shoot the camera, because we don't like being watched. For this one, it's all about placement, so place yellow there, yellow here, and yellow there. And now we just change to purple. Purple here. Purple here. Change that one to black. And that one to black. Now we can change that one to green. And that one to green. We want this one yellow. And this one yellow. And that's how you solve this one. So this one has those things, but if you move him over, he will stay in that position even after, and all we have to do is shoot that one, and then all these doors open. Then we want to move these over, so once they're in the middle, change their color. Change this one to orange, change these two to purple, just so that way we have a bit of a mix of colors. You don't necessarily have to do that. So for this, what I like to do is basically shoot it so that it gets dragged by them to reds, but then change its color when it's on the switch. It's very hard to try and pull off, but as you can see, it works, because otherwise it will go past the reds. Here again, we can set up for this door to be open, so that way when we shoot these ones, that we can go through what we need to. So we shoot this one, and that's when we head out. We want to head left this time. We shoot this one to make it red. As you can see, there's switches there. This will open these two doors. And now we shoot this to make it green. And now we can head off to the exit. This is another one of those confusing ones. So what the first thing to do is yellow. So now it changes yellow's color. And just so yellow can't be moved at all, change it again. Now here we change this to green. And here we change this to orange. And there we go. So for this one, you gotta aim at red, and just before it comes, change red when it's on the switch. This is another one where we gotta move it and not let it get hit by electric, so you wanna place it where I place it. And now we got a sort of maze. And I slightly went the wrong way, but it's okay. I was supposed to turn left up here. And we're out. So this time we've got a little bit of a different type of puzzle. You want to change that one to orange. And then make orange here. And then make orange here. Change this one to purple. Make purple here. And then over here. And now we just got red. Red's easy. Place red here and then red here. And that solves this chamber. So this one's a little bit tricky. You want yellow there. Change this one to green. Change this one to green. Change this to orange. Change this guy to orange. This one to purple. And now we just got blue to deal with, which is nice and simple. Blue here. And blue here. And that got us complete chapter 6. So now we're on to chapter 7. So this is where we get the faraway shots, which are harder to show. But there is a platform right there. There's also a platform there, but we won't be doing that just yet. I want to set up some more first. And there's a platform behind here that you can't see for the red. So we need both reds on this, but we need basically to change one red so that way we don't have to worry. So shoot here, and I'll bring the red over and then shoot here. Shoot here, change the color to purple, change him to purple, and change to red, and shoot here. Shoot that to change it. That to change it, and that one, and now they're both on the platforms. This red we don't need, so we can just shoot it anywhere. As you can see, we can't open the door yet. I just wanted to have everything set up first. We need to change this one to green, but first make green there, and then change this one to green. Put red there. Put blue here, or green. I went with green. And this red one, now this is the really hard shot, so all the way in the back, shoot red. This will open the door for us, and we can continue on and exit. Shoot blue here, and then here. Change that color, and it'll come through nicely. Also change that color. Shoot the camera. Watch out for red. Once we got around it, see, we need it to be purple, but if you're lazy like me, you can just shoot it like that. We don't have to change its color then. Activate it by shooting it, and then head over to the red area. Make sure it's following you. And we can leave. So for this one, it's a little bit tricky, but we have to make purple here, green here, then we have to activate orange, and now we got blue after us, and there we go, solved. Be careful of the fields again, because some of them don't destroy on the right, so you make sure you're not walking on an electromagnetic one. So this one, it's red. I'm going to place red here, here, and here. Then I'll open the door. Then we can shoot through this. Change those to purple. Change this to red. Change this to red. Then change it to purple. Then change him to purple. And there we go. This one, you get the browns to follow you. Make sure you touch the switch, and they will. And you force yourself through the door by holding up, because when it opens you can go through. This one you just have to destroy the blue. Now we move the purple to its switch. And now we gotta move yellow. This is a little bit tricky. So you want to shoot here. Make sure your angle and aim is exactly where it is, so that way you don't go into a electric spike, and that will move it down. Then we can move it over. Once we've got it on the other side, we do the same thing. We line up here, shoot the wall so that it's lined up, then shoot that. And once we check to make sure it's in line, you can't shoot through this, I might show. We'll come out here, shoot the two walls and the floor. Destroy that wall. And there you go. We've done this level. This level, do not fire your gun at all. I will repeat, do not fire your gun at all. It can be solved without firing a single shot, which is an achievement. So we let the doors open so we can get these guys out, and then we head this way. As you'll notice, the walls are their color. Unfortunately, they will never get onto the second switch. We always have to, which is the tricky part, because you got to watch getting hit. But once we open the doors, we go let purple out. Keep running too early. There we go. See what I mean by you gotta be careful with the hits. Now that we got purple, we can drag them this way. Let green out. And now we can go to the exit. Just follow the glowing line on the ground. And if you were successful in firing your gun like I instructed, congrats, you got finished chapter 7 and, wait, what? Complete a room without firing a single shot. So this one takes a little while because it's a little tricky and annoying. So these things that you shoot on will bounce off, and we have to try and get it to bounce onto a wall that we can't actually see at the moment. As you can see, I just got the wall. The wall is here. And that activates the switch so we can go in this room. So for this one, we have to hit a wall again, but it's a little harder. I think I got the wall, so I change it to red, and red goes over. So now we just have to hit the other wall. The other wall we have to hit is behind the column, and then we have to get it over here. So paint that red, paint this red, and then we have to shoot it so that it reflects the way we want, which it's unfortunately not doing. So this is the one you want to shoot. As you can see now, it's attracted to the column. Now to bring red in, you want to shoot here. And here. This will bring it, change this color. There we go, that brought it in. And now I change it to orange. If you change it to purple, you'll have to change it to purple, but yeah, I went with orange. So this one we have to get 13, which is 8, 4, and then 1. Change that to purple and this one to purple. Shoot this while we wait. So we want red, then once it changes it back to white, we want blue, then yellow, because we don't want to move yellow. And then once it changes it again, we do blue. Shoot this camera, because why not? Change this to purple instead of shooting red at red. And now we'll bring this one over, so you can change that wall to black now, and then that'll mark that, and we're done. For this one, you'll probably have to go in the door, but I can time it where I can change it to green with the door being open. Then we go to the next one. This one again, you might have to time it better so that you can go in the door, but you'd want to change these two with yellow and then shoot these two with red. You can make it through that door if you time it right, rather than what I did. And then we've got the last room, which we have to wait for. It's another one of these, so you want orange, and then orange. Turn that to black, and then this one to orange. Now we want green, so we change this to green. We change this to green, and this to green, and this to black. And now we can leave when the door opens. This is one of the harder puzzles, but I wanted to do it in a way that showed you it can be done pretty fast. And now I just gotta wait for the last part of the door to open, which is the same as the revolving thing that's been opening the other doors. This is one of those levels you guys might need to take your time, but I wanted to show you.
Sensational!
So you weren't spending 10 minutes watching.
Chamber of our designated testing track. If you'd like to further devote your time and skills to Chromatech, we do offer supplementary unguided testing tracks unattached to this facility. We strongly encourage. I've just been informed that there's been a change in plans and, well, they're incinerating this facility now. So you have about a minute to solve this chamber before you're, you know. Good luck!
We want to change these to orange. While they're talking, you can do what I did, and that will give you a little bit extra time. As you see, we still have 40 seconds. This is actually pretty easy, so you want to change this to blue or yellow, and then make it green. Red here. Get these two out of the chambers. Shoot blue up here. Watch where you're stepping.
Oh,
And then
yeah,
we can go
good.
through.
You made it. Okay, yeah. Just let me,
While you're waiting, read some of the funny signs, like I hate brown.
No. Turned into radioactive goo. No.
My pen sucks.
Here we are. Sensational. You have reached the end of the tests and sustained
Where's my
no
10 bucks?
serious- well, almost no serious health implications from neither prolonged exposure to the Chromagun nor the almost incineration of yourself. Fantastic. Thank you for helping Chromatech build a brighter and more colorful tomorrow.
And here's our cheap confetti. Interesting glitch I discovered with this. If you push the pause button, when you get out of it, you'll be able to move your camera around in this area. But congrats, we finished the game. That was chapter 8. As you can see here, congrats on your 1000G.